Good morning, Erica. Are you able to hear me? Great, thank you. Happy Sunday. So Zoom yogis, we are going to be focusing in on shoulders, core, and hamstrings today to prep us for headstand practice. Do you have any additional requests or needs today before we get going? You can put it on the chat. And I will put the name of the playlist on the chat as well. Hey, Debbie, how are you? Good morning, how are you? Good. Hi, how are you? Hola. How you doing? Good, thank you. Huh? Yeah. I'm ready. You probably won't need it. It's hamstrings, so you're pretty good on hamstrings. If you have tight hamstrings, grab at least one. Yeah. I know.
Should I ask if she wants, or I thought maybe
Hi, how are you? Excuse me. I know. Hi, how are you? Good, how are you? Thank you. Good to see you. Here you go. You're welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. Good morning. If we can all get settled in on our mats, please. It is 9:30, and while I love the social element of 9:30 a.m. yoga, we have to get started. How's everyone doing today? I'm well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday. How's everyone feeling? Amazing. So new month, new focus in my classes. We're going to be working on classical headstand. And if you are already comfortable with classical headstand, I'll give you some opportunity to play in the posture. If you're not yet used to going upside down, it's really just an opportunity for you to get comfortable with the foundational elements behind it. And rather than thinking of, I have to get into headstand, just think about learning the basics, the foundations, and building the strength for it, okay? So shoulders, core, hamstrings, any additional needs or requests? Excuse me? Yes. All right, child's pose. Yeah. Your child's pose, your mat, please. Take your pinky fingers out towards the edges of your mat. And begin to move your breath with intention. Take 5 slow moving breaths here in your pose. Relax your elbows, relax your shoulders. And allow for your body to feel that sense of rest and heaviness right here in your posture. Take one more full breath in. Slow breath out. And slowly make your way up, hands and knees, tabletop position. Bring your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Begin to flow through your cats and your cows. With your inhales, open your chest and squeeze your shoulder blades. With your exhales, push into your palms and round out your upper back. Use this as a time to turn your attention inward, to bring that sense of noticing and awareness around how you're feeling in your body. Ilona gave me a beautiful reminder in yesterday's class, right? That we're not here to perform the yoga, we are the yoga. So rather than thinking you have to achieve or perform or create something that's outside of yourself, allow for the postures to flow from within yourself. With that noticing of how you're feeling, feel free to add any additional motions that you feel called to explore and dive into. Take 3 more full rounds of breath. And after your 3rd full round of breath, come to stillness in your tabletop position. And send your feet to the back of your mat. Come into your first high plank of the class. Firm up the muscles of your legs. Kneecaps hug up towards your quads. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels and really scoop in through your core muscles. Belly button pulls up into your spine. Notice the placement of your hand, and if they're out wide, make sure that they're just underneath your shoulders so that you feel supported through your foundation. And then continue to follow and move your breath with intention as a means to stay out of your mind and connected to your body so that the practice can continue to flow from within. Take 3 more breaths here in your plank posture. Keep strengthening through your legs. Keep moving your breath. 1 more here. Lower your forearms down onto the ground, forearm plank, elbows underneath your shoulders. And rather than bringing your palms towards the center, keep your wrists in line with your elbows. Work on squeezing in through your elbows so that they don't splay out towards the sides of the room. Gaze straight down in between your thumbs. Keep your neck long. Breathe for another 5. Stay in it for 4. Breathe for 3. Breathe for 2. Also 1 over here. Take 1 more breath. Lower all the way down, Sphinx pose. Drop your knees, thighs, hips to the ground. First heart opener of the practice. Elbows stay forward under your shoulders. Wrists stay in line with your elbows. Push down firmly through your forearms and elevate your chest. And now pull your shoulder blades in towards the center of your back. Firm up your legs and push down through the tops of your feet. Keep your gaze forward and keep on working the action of the posture so that even though it doesn't look like there's a lot happening, you're definitely feeling it on the inside. Keep on building and breathing, grounding through your forearms, squeezing your shoulder blades, pulling your chest forward. Hold for another 3. Breathe 2. Take 1 more breath and slowly lower down. Send your hands out to the sides of your mat. Come up onto energetic fingertips, elbows point up. Inhale, lift your chest. Snake your way up. Exhale, slowly snake your way down. Let your hat be the last thing to rise. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So you're articulating through your spine and feeling your way move and snake through the posture. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, lower down. And bring your hands over by your chest. Curl your toes under, firm up your legs, press all the way up into a high plank pose, and then shift back, downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of the practice. Give yourself the space to explore. Release any notions around what you need to accomplish and instead feel your way into a more open and receptive expression. Let your head drape down towards the earth as you gaze back towards the end of your mat. Take 3 more breaths. 1 more full breath in. Empty out. Look forward. Start to step your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Hang in a forward fold of your choice. You can clasp opposite elbows or simply let your hands dangle down towards the ground. In the moment you find yourself caught up in thought, tune back into your body. Tune back into your breath. Let that be what moves and drives your practice this morning. Release your hands all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. With soft knees, roll your way up to stand, nice and slow. Reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling, push off of both feet. Exhale, hands through prayer and pause. Toe heel your feet in towards the center of the mat. Roots through your foundation and push down to lengthen your spine. Take a full breath in. Empty out. Surya Namaskar 8. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen forward. Inhale, chaturanga. Exhale. Upward dog, draw your chest forward. Downward dog, lift up through your center. And then ground through your heels so that you invite length through the backs of your legs. Pull your kneecaps up towards your quads. And take 1 more full breath in. Empty out. Look forward, bend your knees, feet to the top. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise, extend your arms, lift your gaze. Exhale, fold down. Lengthen forward, breath in. Chaturanga, breath out. Up dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breath in. Breath out. 1 more, fill up. Empty out. Look forward, feet to the top. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise, dive down. Halfway lift, hop or step back. Inhale, heart open. Exhale, hips high. 1 breath in. Slow breath out. Look forward, feet to your hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise up, bow down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Upward facing dog, strong legs. Downward facing dog, strong core. 1 breath in. Breath out, travel forward. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise and lengthen, fold and soften. Halfway lift, hopper step back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in big. Empty out. Look forward, feet forward. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise and stretch. Dive, let go. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, inhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, exhale. One breath in, one breath out. Travel forward. Halfway lift, forward fold. Rise, bow, half lift, shoot it back. Inhale upward, exhale downward. Skip the breath, look forward, feet forward, half lift, dive, rise, bow, halfway lift, shoot it back. Open your chest, lift your hips, look forward, feet forward, halfway lift, dive, rise, lower, lengthen out, hopper step. Inhale upward, exhale downward. One more, look forward, feet forward, lengthen, dive, rise, bow, halfway lift, hopper step. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees, jump through onto your backs. Make your way all the way down into a Shavasana pose. Extend your feet out, move your arms out wide, and follow your breath. And while this may be an unconventional Shavasana pose, get out of your mind enough to be able to enjoy it. Follow your breath, connect to your body. Take one more full inhale here. Big exhale. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. Lengthen your left leg forward. Extend your right foot all the way up towards the ceiling, and then wrap your hands around the backside of your calf muscles, point your toes, and start to draw your right leg a little closer to your chest. Keep your shoulder blades down on the ground. While maintaining the stretch and the leg position, take your hands, interlace them back behind your head, elbows wide to the room. Plug your navel in towards your spine, elevate your left leg 3 inches from the ground. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up and away from the earth. Hold here, take a full breath in. Exhale, pulse it up for 10, 9. Exhale as you rise for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay up, and you can keep your hands supporting your neck or reach forward through your fingertips, lifting up a little higher. Hold 10. No movement, just creating length and heat in the body. Last 5. Breathe 4, 3. See if you can lift your torso up a little higher. Last 2, 1. Hold here. 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release both knees in towards your chest for just a brief moment. Take a full breath in. Big breath out. Extend your right leg out towards the front of your mat. Continue to hug in through your left knee. Extend your left heel up towards the ceiling, and everybody point your toes, grab onto your calf muscle, and draw your leg in a little closer to your chest. Keep your upper body soft and relaxed for just a brief moment while you work on the lengthening of your hamstring. Now take your hands, bring them back behind your head, interlace your fingers. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up and away from the ground. Lift your right heel 3 inches up off of the ground. Keep a lot of engagement in your legs. Take a big breath in. Exhale, pulse it up. 10, 9, nice and slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted, stay with your arms or extend your fingertips forward. See if you can lift your shoulder blades up off of the ground and hold here for another 8, 7, energy in the legs, movement in the breath. Last 4, 3, 2, 1, 10 little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, highest point 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Reach your arms tight around your legs. Take a full breath in. Empty out. Send your feet forward. Come right back into your Shavasana, this time with your palms by your side, palms facing the ground. Rest your body. Come to stillness. Notice what you're feeling from the inside out. Now bring your feet together towards the center line of your mat. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders off of the ground. Fire up your legs, lift your feet up off of the ground. Come into a low boat with your palms on the earth. Palms on the earth. From here, start to crisscross your legs and slowly start to make your way up. With control, shoulder blades stay up, and the only thing moving are your legs. Slowly start to come down, hovering your feet just above the ground. Then ease your way all the way back up again. Traveling up with control, with effort, and then slowly easing your way down. And then one more round, working your way up, last round up. And then slowly, last round down. And then hover your feet as low as you can without letting your low back lift up off of the ground. Fire up your legs. Now lift your palms up and away from the ground. Reach forward. Hold here. 5. Belly to spine. 4. Big energy in the breath. 3. Highest point with the shoulder blades. 2. You've got this. Take one more breath. And release. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Reach your arms tightly around your legs. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Start to rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Move through a vinyasa. Hands forward, hopper step back into your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Big breath out. Look forward, bend your knees, feet to the top. Halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Bend your knees, sweep your arms up. Lengthen your tailbone down while simultaneously driving your navel towards your spine. If you need a little softness in the shoulders, widen the space in between your hands. Sit down for another 3. Lift your chest up slightly for 2. Fullest breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen out, breath in. Chaturanga, breath out. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, low lunge, drop your back knee, release your toes. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you get heavy with your hips, start to peel your chest up and back, reach for the back of the room. Listen to your body, stay engaged and responsive to how you're feeling. Breath in, exhale, release, hands to your mats, shift back, half split, flex through your right foot. Lengthen forward as you inhale, dive down as you exhale. Continue to press out through your right heel as you drive your toes in towards your face to create length through the back of your right leg. Inhale, halfway lift, rock forward into your right foot, step back, high to low plank. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Left foot forward, low lunge, back knee comes down. Shift your hips far forward and then allow for your pelvis to melt down towards the earth. And that with that same intention, spring out of your spine, reach up, lengthen back, open up through your heart space. Take a full breath in. Exhale, release. Hands to your mat. Shift back into your half split. Lengthen forward, inhale. Dive down, exhale. Relax your upper body. And then take full breaths here to allow for yourself to remain in it. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Rock forward into your right left foot. Shift back high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in. Empty out. Look forward, bend your knees, hopper step to the top. Lengthen forward, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Uttanasana, bow forward. Lengthen out, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Right foot forward, warrior one, plant down and rise. Pause here for one breath. Expand as you breathe in. Exhale, hands to your mat, let it go. Upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left foot forward, warrior one. Settle in and then take a full breath in. Exhale, hands to your mat, lower. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward, feet to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Utkatasana. Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in upward. Breathe out downward. Right side, warrior one. Inhale takes you up. Exhale to lower. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Left foot forward. Breathe in to rise. Exhale to come down. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Fill up with fresh new breath. Empty out. Look forward, feet to the top. Lengthen forward. Dive down. Chair pose. Fold tight. Lengthen out. Hopper step. Inhale, peel open. Exhale, press back. Right side, warrior one. Big breath in to expand. Exhale to lower down. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot forward. Slow down your breath. Hands to the earth. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward face. Downward facing dog. Breathe in fully. Empty out. Look forward, feet to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Bow down. Flat back. Feet to the back. Inhale, open your chest. Exhale, use your core. Right side, warrior one. Inhale. Hands to the ground, flow. Up dog, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Left foot forward. Plant your back heel to rise. Hands to the earth, chaturanga. Up dog, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Breathe in fully. Empty out. Walk your hands all the way back towards your feet. Come into a forward fold by taking the shoulder opener, interlacing your hands at your low back, and driving your arms up towards the ceiling. Make an effort to hug your scapulas in towards the center of your back and create softness by letting your head drop fully where it lands. And as you slow things down, use this time to notice, to allow for the posture to evolve in a natural way that benefits your body. Release your hands to the ground. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Padahastasana, slide your palms underneath your feet. Inhale, lengthen forward. Exhale, dive it down. Another opportunity to really go inward. extremely symbolic of these forward folds, turning into yourself, allowing for the yoga to come from within. Inhale, halfway lift. Release your hands from underneath your feet. Walk your hands out, high plank pose. Lower down, forearm plank. Elbows directly behind your wrists in front of your elbows. So you're creating little 11s with your hands. Start to walk your feet in, come into a dolphin pose. Gaze back towards your toes, let your head drop. And push down a lot through your forearms so you're not resting on your head at all here. Keep elevating your hips and grounding through your heels, inviting length through the backs of your legs. And then stay connected and be in your flow through the movement of your breath. Take one more breath here. Start to walk your feet back into your forearm plank. Bring your right palm to the earth, left palm to the earth, press up, high plank. Shift back, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior two, rise up. Align your front heel with the center of your back foot. And peel your right knee open so that it starts to track in line with the middle toe of your front foot. Gaze just above your fingertips towards the front of the room. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, take it back. Half moon, dive forward. For today's class, keep your back leg extended fully. The reason for that is we want to keep the hamstring long rather than contracting it, which is what happens when we bend into our back knee. Use a block under your bottom hand if you need one. Work towards stacking left shoulder over right shoulder. Lighten the load on your bottom fingertips. Take one more breath. Long step back, warrior two. Straighten through your right knee. Reach forward, triangle pose, lengthen and lower. And then take note of how you're feeling in your body. Adjust, modify, or expand accordingly. Allow for it to come from within rather than seeking inspiration outside of the body. Lengthen forward, tilt your heart up, expand through your arms. Take one more breath. Rise back up, warrior two. Pivot your right toes towards the long edge of your mat. Interlace your hands at your lower back. Inhale, heart open, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Allow for your torso to soften down towards the ground. Release your head fully. And shift your weight into your toe mounts so that you can feel your hips start to travel forward in between your ankles. Take one more breath here. Release your bind to the earth. Halfway lift, lengthen forward. Walk your hands to the front of your mat, low lunge twist. Pivot your back heel up, turn your chest to the right side of the room. Draw forward through your left side body. Left armpit pulls forward as you pull back through your heel. Bring your right arm down towards the ground. Step back, high to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Shift forward, high plank. Lower down onto your forearms, forearm plank. Firm up the muscles of your legs and your abdominals immediately so that you have the support that you need through your whole entire body. Now start to walk your feet in towards your elbows, lift up your hips and let your head drop, look back towards your feet. Softness in the neck. Work towards stacking your hips up over your shoulders as much as your body will let you. It might not necessarily happen all the way, and that's okay. Stay here and hold, or lift your right foot up off of the ground. And drop your right foot to the earth and switch sides. Set your left foot down on the ground. Slowly walk your feet back into your forearm plank. Lengthen your head forward. Bring your left palm to the earth, right palm to the earth, high plank. Shift back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Empty out. Left foot forward, warrior two, rise up. Align front heel with the center of your back foot. And then use your intuitive nature of connection and awareness to really explore your posture. If you've gone too far, you can back off. If there's room for expansion, then dive deeper into your pose. You can bend a little deeper into your front knee and expand through your arms. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach all the way back. Dive forward, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Reach for the earth with your left hand or a block. Fire up your back leg. And then steady your gaze either down at the ground, out towards the side wall, or up towards your top hand. Find what works for you today. Take one more breath here. Long step back, warrior two. Straighten through your left knee. Reach forward, triangle pose. Lengthen and descend. And then use your breath. Use your breath as a means to create a strong melody within your body, this sense of connection to really dial in to what's possible for you here in this posture. Okay, I got it. Take 3 more breaths. Slowly rise back up, warrior two. Point your left toes towards the long edge of your mat. Bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, lift your chest up, look up. Exhale, slowly fold forward and release your hands down towards the ground. Fingertips pointed in the same direction as your toes. On your inhale, lengthen out. On your exhale, fold it in. So being that we've already been in this similar position before, if you want to try and play around with classical headstand from here, you're going to interlace your hands and bring your forearms to the ground. Crown of the head pushes down into the ground, but really most of the effort is in your forearms so that you don't dump into your neck. And then from there, you start to maybe pick up one foot and then the other, slowly elevating yourself up. And really just finding that point where you can meet yourself where you are. 3 more breaths. Take 1 more breath and slowly make your way back into your wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Walk your hands forward towards your left foot, low lunge twist. Push into your base hand as you open up your chest towards the left side of the room. Stay in your breath to stay in your body. Continue to lengthen and rotate. 1 more full breath here. Top arm down, step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Empty out. Bring your big toes to touch at the back edge of your mat. Send your right foot up high into the air. Peel open your hip, bend your knee, and then slowly flip your dog. Ground yourself through both feet as you expand and extend through your right arm. Continue to reach forward or make your way into your full wheel. Full breath in. Flip back, 3-legged dog. Send your right foot forward, crescent lunge, rise up. Firm up your back leg for stability. Push into all four corners of your right foot. Lengthen up and out of your waist, little heart opener. Stretch your arms back. Full breath in. Come back through center. Take your twist. Left elbow hooks to the outside of your front thigh. For a more open variation, left hand under your left shoulder, or you can drop your back knee down to the ground. And then allow for the posture to evolve through connection and reception. Receive your body's messages and respond accordingly. Take one more breath. Unwind, crescent lunge. Push firmly into your front foot. Extended leg raise, left leg elevates. Catch your big toe, even if you can't lengthen your leg all the way out. So same arm, same leg. Ground through your base foot. Pull your core in. Stay here or a little forward fold over your left leg. Drishti fixated on the front edge of your mat as you lower your head down. And then bring your gaze forward before you lift your chest up. Open up your left leg to the left side of the room. It's okay to fall out of the posture. It's okay to get sloppy on your mat. Breathe through those distractions and come right back in. Slowly start to bring your left foot back in through center. Release your left foot, extend your arms, point your left toes. Hold. Relax your shoulders. 5 slow pulses here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, highest point, hold. Feel it, be in it. Breathe through it. Stay here. One more breath and release. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow. Halfway lift, lengthen. Hopper, step back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bring your big toes to touch. Send your left foot up high into the air. Peel open your hips, bend your knees. Flip your dog. Slow down your breathing enough so that you can notice what you're feeling in your body rather than being distracted by the movement of your breath. Take one more breath here. Flip back, 3-legged dog. Left foot forward, crescent lunge, rise up. Hug your back kneecap up towards your thigh. Lengthen your tailbone down. Lift up, shift back, heart opener. Come back through center, twist it out, right elbow crosses over your body towards the left side of your leg. And rather than gazing towards the back of the room, think about looking up towards the ceiling just over your left shoulder. One more breath. Unwind, crescent lunge. Push into your front foot, extended leg raise. Come in with a bent knee for easier access or straight leg. Feel yourself really grounded through your base foot. And then drive your attention up towards your core muscles. Pull your belly button in nice and tight. Stay here or little forward fold over your right leg. And then lengthen your spine right back up. Open up your right leg to the right side of the room. Slowly come right back through center. Release your right toes. Extend your arms up, point through your right foot. Hold. Notice where there's tension in the body that doesn't have to be there. 5 little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and release. Vinyasa flow. Reach up. Fold tight. Halfway lift, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog, heart open. Downward facing dog, let go. Take a deep breath in. Empty out. Now drop down to your knees. Actually, everybody take a Malasana, deep prayer squat. So I'm gonna quickly demo classical headstand for those of you that are not familiar, and even for those of you that are familiar, just to brush up on like the skills. So you're gonna start off on your hands and knees. You're gonna bring your forearms to the ground, a nice way to measure. Fingertips to elbows, elbows to fingertips, and then bring your hands out and create a V-like formation with your hands. From here, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up, and place the crown of your head down onto the mat with the back of your head pushing up into your hands. And then walk your feet in as much as you can. The same thing that we did in our forearms. From here, play around with lifting up one foot, down, other foot, down, or both feet. If you've got both feet up, slowly transition up because your hips are already stopped. If you're very comfortable for today, play around with a little froggy position and then drop one set of toes down, come back up, other set down, come back up. Options. That's it, options. Go. And I'm gonna walk around the room. For those of you that have cervical spine issues, maybe instead of headstand, you play around with forearm balance so that it puts 0 pressure on your neck. The class is actually geared towards both. And what I want you to experience is really the pressing down of your forearms down into the ground so that there's less pressure on your head and more of the work comes from your upper body. Nice, Pam. And take another 5 or so breaths to get curious, to allow for the posture to come from within, how you're feeling rather than what you're thinking about it. Then when you're ready, make your way down, child's pose, this time with knees together, arms back, forehead to the earth. And then slow down your breathing. Let yourself be at rest here. And rather than getting concerned with what happened or what's coming, be present. Consider that this moment is as important as any other. Then bring your hands forward and slither forward onto your bellies. Come back into a Sphinx pose with your elbows underneath your shoulders. We're gonna move into straight jacket pose. So again, elbows under your shoulders. Bring your right arm, bring it back behind your left, and walk your right fingertips out to the side, palm down. Then the left arm comes back behind the right, and you're doing the same thing. And it feels a little awkward, 100%. I see your faces. It's okay. And then when you're ready, let your head drop down towards the ground and try to expand through your arms. So you're reaching in opposite directions. You might feel a stretch in your shoulder heads or even in the center between your shoulder blades. Drop your head. And then slowly come back up through Sphinx. Unwind yourselves. Reset, elbows under shoulders. Left hand beneath your right arm, and then the right arm beneath your left. Walk your fingertips apart once again. Palms flush with your mat if possible. And then drop your head, relax through your neck. Unwind, come right back through your Sphinx. And then from here, slide your hands back by your chest, lower down. Curl your toes under, press up, upward facing dog. Shift back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, empty out. Look forward, bend your knees, make your way through onto your backs. And then immediately walk your feet in and take a bridge pose. We've actually done a fair amount of heart opening today, so if you're ready for full wheel, go right into it. We'll be doing 2 back bends. Ground through your feet. Lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. And then hug your shoulder blades in so that it opens up your chest. You okay? Take one more full breath. Slowly lower down. Thumb knuckles, third eye. One breath in. One breath out. Repeat, round 2. And perhaps it's not so much a repetition, but really an opportunity to notice more and open up to your greatest capacity. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it has to show up in a physical form. Perhaps it's just finding a little bit more ease and connection in the pose where you feel more and more like yourself. Fill up this empty vessel with whatever it is that you wish to create. Take one more full breath in. And then slowly lower down. Supta Baddha Konasana, press the soles of your feet together and then drop your knees open towards the sides of the room. Lengthen your tailbone forward so you feel your low back come a little closer to the ground. And then clear your mind of the clutter by diving back into the vessel of your body, into the movement of your breath. And notice the space that you have the capacity to create by doing that, which then allows for the connection, the honest reflection and response to naturally arrive. Take one more breath here. And slowly start to pull your knees together. Take a happy baby, reach for the sides of your feet. Flex through both feet. And you can grab onto the pinky side of your foot. Traditionally, that's how it's done. Lately, I've been holding onto the big toe side of my foot, and it actually feels like I can get a little deeper. Release your feet and pull both knees in towards your chest. Reach your arms tightly around your legs. Rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Create some momentum. Make your way onto your hands and knees for frog's pose, facing the window side of the room. Start off on your hands and your knees, and then start to walk your knees apart as much as your body will let you. Slide your ankles back behind your knees so you're creating little goalposts with your legs. And then try to soften down towards the ground with or without the use of a block. In the Bhagavad Gita, it states that everything in life is fleeting and in a constant state of flux, except for ourself with a capital S, our true essence. And that is why the answers don't lie in the external world, they lie within us. All of our roadblocks, our challenges, our frustrations, we have the ability to clear them by turning inward. So when you find yourself feeling uncomfortable, rather than fidgeting and moving around, dial in, breathe, connect. Notice what about the situation is frustrating you to the point where you need to fidget. Know that it's okay to be uncomfortable. Rest in your breath. Last 10 breaths here, yogis. Breathe through it. If you're feeling stuck, notice if your breath is also stuck. Keep it moving. Last 3. One more full breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. And then slither out of your frog's pose. Make your way onto your seat for Paschimottanasana. Give your legs a little shake and a wiggle. Lengthen your spine up, reach up. Fold forward. Allow for your shoulder blades to soften down towards the sides of your mat. Slow down your breathing once again. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Rise all the way up to your seat. Reach forward towards the front of the room. Tuck your pelvis and slowly lower down. And once you make your way all the way down, move into an easy twist. Right knee to your chest. Drop it over towards the left side of the room as you pivot and turn your head towards your right fingertips. Slowly come back through center and switch sides. And then slowly come back through center. Both knees in towards your chest. Reach your arms tightly around your legs. Take a full breath in. And on your exhale, Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. And then as you start to reawaken, continue to bring awareness to how you're feeling. And consider the fact that our yoga doesn't have to end here. Our yoga can be found while we're exiting the room. It can be created while we're in the midst of traffic. It can be experienced while we're in front of our computers during a long day of work. And that all that is required is for us to dial in and stay in tune with ourselves. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Stretch your arms up and over your head. When you're ready, transition over onto your side. Take a moment of pause. And then press yourselves up to a comfortable seat at the top of your mat. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer position. And we'll finish off with one deep breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. Thumb knuckles, third eye. From my heart to yours. Namaste. Thank you, my friends. Have a happy Sunday. Enjoy your day. And hope to see you back so that I can see your headstand practice evolve throughout the month. if nothing else, you will 100% feel stronger and a little bit more stable as you're working towards it. Hi, Sheila.
Hi, thank you so much. It was great class.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hey, Michael.
I love working on that forearm headstand, the Pinchamayurasana. I love working on that.
Awesome. So glad.
Thank you, Jenaia. Bye-bye. Have a good week.
Michael, did you see I forgot to like do that Shavasana up front, and I'm like, crap, I promised Michael 2 Shavasanas. I had to like reconfigure the whole sequence to squeeze it in there.
I'm getting good at doing Shavasana.
Excellent. How are you, Philippe? Good to see
Very
you.
well, Jenaia. Good to see
Bye.
you. Thank you for the practice.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
How are you? Good to see you. Have a great Sunday.